Welcome back everyone to another technical analysis, and today we're taking a look at the Polygon token. Now, I was about to do the analysis on the potential breakdown happening from here because of the pressure, and as we can see right now, price is showing pretty decent downside pattern. Now, quick overview. As we had some kind of market structure break here, which would have been an ideal buy entry for us, but what we do with the break of structure entries is to set it as an A plus setup. We wait for the breakout, which means we had the breakout, now the retest. If from here we go for another upside momentum here, then this would have been the long entry for us, this region here. Target somewhere starting from here, ending to here. So let's say 2 to 4% of market price movement. And stop loss would have been somewhere in this region near the, I would say like risk reward ratio would be like 1 to 2, 1 to 4. But as of now, price is showing pretty steep movement to lower zones. So not going to cancel this bullish potential movement that we might be seeing here. But as of now, as we see the downside pressure from here, the only logical movement for us would be just go into some kind of this momentum here. And maybe from here accumulate and go for yet another retest to that same local zone here. So if we would go and enter into the position from now on, which wouldn't be the best decision, but also not worst, risk reward ratio is like basically 1 to 2. But because we are already breaking down, going to the 5-minute time frame to get the better understanding, seeing things here. So what we are going to do is game plan going to be, let me get for a second here. So entry here, let's say 0.5% of entry would be here, and actually would put stop loss around this area here, and then the secondary entry would be somewhere near this region, so that zone here. So nothing too complicated. This is the short-term strategy or the trading plan that we have for the Polygon coin. So a steep downside movement further to the lower zones as we are seeing the pressure building up here. Now, if we see that buyers manage to somehow break out from here and go for a reversal, then again, different style of trading, different style of direction for us, and we will be going for some kind of this momentum movement here. So again, 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Now on the smaller time frames, pretty clear, we see the steep movement to lower zones, further downside movement. Now if we look on the overall picture of the Polygon coin, I would say it looks pretty nasty. Now ideally what we should see is, as we are dipping here and as markets are not in the best shape as of now, what we're going to do is wait either for this major zone, so going to market as MZ, this major zone. If this will be broken, then again the same way we broke the previous local lows here, so which was this area here. Okay, can't even extend it, but we had a strong breakdown. Now then, since then we had yet another smaller local low zone had the breakdown. Now the new local low zone, and yet again we are expecting to see some kind of breakdown from here on once again. So each time the price is under the pressure of the local low zone, there is some kind of false movement. So for example, when we dipped here, we had some kind of struggle. We had the perfect pattern that we love. So we have this movement, then some kind of accumulation area and downside pressure. So we had holy. So we had downside movement, this pattern, and then steep movement to lower zones, continuation. Basically similar thing here. So we had movement here, small cap, and then a steep movement to lower zones. Now, can't say for sure that we are going to see here the same thing or not, but what can happen is we might see the similar pattern on the daily time frame. So again, breakdown has happened, so the pressure is different this time, but still, if we see the similar pattern here forming here, then most probably we are just going to go for another downside momentum here. So that's the overall plan, the bigger plan on the Polygon coin and the smaller plan. So on the bigger time frame, we wait for this zone to be broken, and on the hourly time frame, we are going to look for further movement to the lower zones, into the zones of like 0.09, yeah, $0.09. So let's put it to the average here. Nice and round number. So nothing too complicated. And if this zone will be broken, then of course we're going to look for the bullish momentum here. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a comment, and I will catch you tomorrow.